Local breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
Okay, quick live look outside on this early hot July night. That's downtown Greenville off there in the haze. The storm threat is certainly on out there.
Chief Meteorologist John Cesarich joins us now. John, you expect a lot more tomorrow, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Carol and Michael. Right now, things are fairly quiet, as you can see on live Super Doppler 4 HD. We did have some pretty heavy thunderstorms develop in northeastern Georgia, as you can see, but then as they made their way off to the east at 20 to 25 miles per hour, they just fell apart before they even got into Lake Hartwell. And now there's just a few isolated showers and thunder showers around the area. Now, the cold front is still well to our west, so we're in the soup, so to speak. It's going to be high humidity levels overnight tonight and very warm conditions, which means we could see a pop-up shower or thunderstorm not just this evening, but even overnight tonight, and especially in the mountains late tonight as this strong cold front approaches from the west. So your headlines, the front's going to trigger scattered to numerous showers and heavy thunderstorms for us, especially during the day tomorrow. And then the front goes by, less humid conditions, a little bit cooler weather, especially for the mountains, starting late tomorrow night and through Wednesday. You're going to like those numbers, and I'll show you that in detail a little bit later on. Now back to you, Michael.
We'll be watching, John. Thank you for that. Now to Spartanburg County, where a family is dealing with a terrible loss tonight. A child died at home there this morning, and the search for answers in this case is just beginning. WYFF News 4's Angela Rodriguez is on the story for us tonight. Angela?
The people who live around here tell us that they're concerned about children falling into the river nearby, but that is not what happened in this case. Dispatchers were told that a little boy drowned in his bathtub. Investigators are not releasing much information at this time, but they do tell us that a little boy was found dead inside of the family's home here on Rainbow Lake Road. Authorities say he was just 4 years old. Neighbors tell us this is a nice family, a private family, who kept to themselves.
They're quiet folks. You don't see a lot of going on over here or anything. It's just a real tragedy to lose a child.
At this point, there are still more questions than answers. The coroner's office is now leading the investigation, and we're told everything hinges on the autopsy. Angela Rodriguez, WYFF News 4, Spartanburg County.
Federal investigators are focusing on water as a possible source that infected 15 patients at Greenville Memorial Hospital. The infections have been traced back to March. It's believed the infections may have contributed to the deaths of 3 patients. The CDC says the bacteria responsible is normally found in soil and dust. At least one investigator believes the bacteria could be in the water. Officials are reviewing surgical equipment that may have come in contact with the water. The hospital switched to sterile water in surgical procedures several weeks ago.
Trial postponed for a man who says he openly grew and sold marijuana plants for medical reasons. Todd Stimson's trial was set to begin today at the Henderson County Courthouse. Among the charges, trafficking marijuana and possession with intent to distribute. You see them here. A group of supporters showed up asking the jury to find him not guilty. Stimson says since 2011 he has paid the Department of Revenue in North Carolina for an Art of Healing license and taxes on every plant he sold. But last July, law enforcement showed up with a warrant and seized his plants.
Accepted me all along and came and invaded my house, and not only did they just come and do a search warrant, they brought the SWAT team in, and it was guns were on my children.
Stimson's attorney says law officers used excessive force when they raided the home, and he says the license did not give his client permission to sell illegal drugs, but he says the state still accepted his license fees and taxes.
Also in Hendersonville, a police officer is recovering from a stab wound. Sergeant Kenny Hips underwent surgery at Mission Hospital in Asheville. He is expected to be okay. He and another officer were called to an apartment in downtown Hendersonville Sunday afternoon. The chief says the suspect called police to report a sexual assault, but ended up stabbing Hips. Investigators say the other officer shot and killed the suspect.
We know that use of force is sort of a sacred community trust, and it's a last resort, but if an officer is being assaulted with a deadly weapon, then they certainly are within their rights to defend themselves.
The chief says the suspect, Adrian Eugene King, had an outstanding warrant for assault. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation is looking into the fatal shooting, which is standard after an officer-involved shooting.
A guilty plea tonight in a case involving a deadly accident with a golf cart. James Bloodworth of Fountain Inn pleaded guilty to reckless homicide in this case. The judge gave him 10 years. The wreck happened on Weston Street. Investigators say a 75-year-old woman died after the golf cart she was in was rear-ended. A Nashville man's in serious trouble tonight after a pedestrian was hit on a sidewalk. Maximilian Alexander is charged with death by motor vehicle. operating a vehicle with a careless and reckless manner with no insurance as well. The wreck happened on Kimberly Avenue, we're told. Officers say Alexander hit 66-year-old Virginia Stenchel, who again was on the sidewalk at the time.
A 22-year-old Greenville man is recovering from a fall at an upstate waterfall. WYFF News 4's Andy Gaither has more from Lake Jocassee.
The rescue boats launched from Devil's Fork State Park, but from here it's still another 5 miles by boat to get to the area where the man fell. Now these are pictures provided to us by Oconee Emergency Services of the rescue of the 22-year-old Greenville man. Rescue officials say the man fell between 30 to 50 feet at Laurel Fork Falls. Several rope rescue systems had to be used to lower him to a boat. Officials tell us the man was conscious at the time, and a medical helicopter took him to a trauma center. Oconee County Assistant Fire Chief Shane Gibbs says this year calls for rescues started early, and this time of year is the busiest for them.
Falls they're beautiful. They attract a lot of people. Don't get on the falls. If you're up moving around on the falls, it makes it very, very dangerous, and you could easily end up in a situation like yesterday.
Now this is some of the rescue equipment Oconee County crews use during a rescue. A lot of calls this time of year are for lost or injured hikers. Gibbs says anyone out in the woods should plan for the worst case scenario, always carry water and food and let others know where you're going, and turn back when you get tired or if it starts to get dark. Andy Gaither, WYFF News 4, near Lake Jocassee.
A News 4 update tonight on the water situation in Anderson. Some of you say you're still having trouble with a discoloration in your water. Well, officials tonight tell us it is a flushing problem. Anderson Joint Regional Water System says the water leaving the plant has been clear for 2 weeks now. Officials say the problem lies in the small water lines, and the individual water systems, they say, could flush the bad water out, but they say that will take time.
Former South Carolina Governor Mark Sanford and his ex-wife Jenny met again in court today. They were ordered by a judge to work with a mediator on some family finance issues. Their divorce agreement 4 years ago said the couple would work together to make sure their 2 youngest sons had trust funds comparable to those set up for the 2 older boys. The couple divorced after Sanford, then governor, disappeared for 5 days 5 years ago. He returned from Argentina to acknowledge an affair with a woman to whom he is now engaged. Mark Sanford was elected to Congress again last year.
A Japanese company